your shot. Now, the Clippers
Sorry,
have had...
Corey.
Well, you're giving it away.
Tough loss,
Did you look at the box score? Did you look at the numbers on this one?
Yes, I did. And actually, I'm excited that I lost because it just shows what the Clippers are doing. They're moving the basketball. They're playing very unselfish. And their star players are not just the only ones that's shooting the three ball well. So I'm glad that they shot the ball well, and I lost this bet, Donnie.
Yeah, so officially it was over 45% from three. Sorry to cut you off there, Don. It was 45.7, so Don did win.
Corey, think about that, though. The 6 straight games, the team has shot over 45%. Like, I don't remember.
George was hit at least 3 or 4 tonight, but he had his supporting cast getting. These are nice when Kawhi Leonard gets going, and he goes 3 for 5 from the field. Nicholas Batum gets into it. I just really love the way this team is playing. They have great continuity, great chemistry, and you could just see that everyone on this court really likes each other, and they respect them more than anything.
You know, it's funny you guys talking about you don't really feel like you see these threes that much because this is the first time in the history of this franchise that this team has put together. So there you go. Your gut is dead on. You're both gurus. You know what you're talking about, just as you knew what you're talking about when Lou Will was going to make his way back to the lineup tonight and what we might see from him, Don.
No one worries about Lou Williams and his ability to score. That guy could be out now. Zoo being one of them, but playing with Luke Kennard, now Marcus Morris. So it'll be interesting to see going forward how Lou's role and how he adapts to it and where he ends up in that role, Corey.
I agree. I think, to me personally, I think Lou is really trying to find his identity on what to do on the basketball court. It's either he's going to shoot the basketball, he's going to facilitate, and the new defensive role that he's really established. I'm really proud of Lou really stepping up on the defensive end from a guy this is 16 plus years in the league. But like you said, Dom, Lou Williams can fill it up whenever they need it. You can just see exactly. It was a play when Kawhi Leonard drove to the basket, passed it out to Lou, and it was 2 seconds on the shot clock, and effortlessly Lou knocks down that shot. But I would expect Lou Williams too, and he's in the next 2 or 3 weeks to really start to pick up. He's probably averaging about 9 points a game, but I think it's going to start to pick up more where he's going to get to that 12 or 13, Don.
Yeah, that left hip was barking. He just got back to work tonight, playing a little bit more of the role of the facilitator. And as we're going to go to break here and think about the fact we're going to hear from Ty Lue, let's take a look at...
Can you talk about Zubac's rebounding tonight and then just what happened at halftime for you guys to put on that pressure?
Yeah, Zoo was big for us. I just think his size and his strength around the basket was huge for us, especially when they was blitzing the pick and roll. He was rolling down the middle of the floor, spraying it out for threes, and if they didn't make, he was cleaning up the offensive glass, and he was huge for us tonight as far as just being big around the basket and protecting the paint. Third quarter, just coming out trying to set the tone defensively. I thought we did a good job with that. And then, they went to the zone, and the zone was pretty effective tonight, but in the second half, but we was able to come away with the win.
Thanks, Corey. We'll go to Andrew Gray.
Hey, Ty. With Zoo, to piggyback off that, I mean, he's obviously gone through an adjustment this year, going from role change. How have you seen him handle that, and do you like what you saw tonight in terms of just his raw production? Seems like it was his best, maybe most impactful performance of the year. Yeah,
I think mentally as a person, he was good with it. Just whatever it takes for the team to win. And I think he's struggled early on just because playing with new guys, different guys, and just having to try to find his way and find his niche in that second unit. It was tough for him early on, but his attitude as far as just saying what we wanted to try and what we wanted to do, he was great with that. So he's still adjusted, and we're trying to adjust to get him in with the starters a little bit more, as much as we can, and just try to make him feel more comfortable.
And then you've talked about the change in mindset you want to see in these second halves. The last 5 games, I think you've outscored teams 56 points in the last 5 third quarters. What have you seen from the change in mindset that has allowed that to happen?
I just think those guys are just doing a good job of coming out with a defensive mindset. I think in that third quarter, Nick had 4 steals maybe to spark our run. Pat had a big block. But just trying to get our minds just coming out in those third quarters and just, give everything we got the first 6 minutes defensively and try to break the game open.
Thanks, Andrew. We'll go over to Miriam.
Hey, Ty. Congrats, man.
Thank you.
So before the game, LeBron was kind of speaking reverentially about this team and how talented it is. But I wonder for you guys. I mean, obviously everyone has known that about you guys. But is this team better this year? Is sort of having that bullseye and having that sort of respect that other teams are giving you, or the best shot that they're giving you? I'm
not sure, but I just know every night, we're going to get everyone's best shot, and then we've been doing a good job of handling that. Just trying to, just like I said, just trying to build habits, offensively and defensively, sharing the basketball, making the right play. And I think our team has been doing that. And we talked about the process, and guys are getting better. They're learning what we're trying to do. And, we're going to still get better with time.
Believability about everything that comes out of that man's mouth. And you see the adjustments, the changes, and, of course, the superstars, top to bottom, they're buying in, Don. Yeah,
Kawhi was terrific tonight. And I said this last game, Corey. There's not a lot of guys in the league that have the ability to take over games that are good enough to take over games by themselves. He's one of them, and he does it. And that's why these third quarters have been so lethal for the Clippers. It's almost like Kawhi said, the first half is kind of a warm-up, get myself going, and then the third quarter, he just takes over.
And he
impressive.
And Don, he could take over not just with his offense, but again, this part I think is very important, where he gets 6 steals. And a lot of those plays, it allowed the Clippers to get out in transition. It allowed easy dunks. He changes the entire game when he plays this way. This type of energy from Kawhi Leonard, it reminds me back of his championship against the Toronto Raptors. He had that type of energy. And I think that this Clippers team now really believes, and they have the confidence in each other.